Alrighty, all welcome back to Z Grill's Taste the Smoke. Of course, my name is Tommy, and I will be your host on over here today. So look, over here at Z Grills, we like to give you all the classics, all the backyard classics that you are going to want to smoke up all year long. That said, we also like to throw in some fun recipes, maybe some recipes that you can get the kids involved. And that and here is what today's show is all about. It is going to be a hot dog burnt end. That is correct, hot dog burnt end. And I got to tell you, if you have never made hot dog burnt ends before, you are definitely in for a treat. I mean, yeah, we all love the classic burnt ends, but this here is going to be a twist on that classic that, as noted, is perfect for the whole family to get involved. So what I want to do here is let's turn our attention down to the board and let's get this show started. Alrighty, so here is our dogs laid out. I am going to go with the soubrette. This is an all beef dog and also skinless. That is going to be perfect for this recipe here. And the first thing you're going to want to do is get your knife, get the dogs all laid out like this, and you are just going to want to score the dogs nice and light. You don't really want to go too far in. And basically what this is going to do, this is going to create a little bit of area where we can get some, maybe get a little bit more bark, a little bit more flavor into the dog. Once you get the one side scored, you can spin them this way. We are going to cross score them. And again, you don't have to be perfect here. This is a lot of the recipes don't even call for this. I just feel a little bit more surface crust can, well, that can never be a bad thing. And once you get these scored and cross scored, you can just spin them over and repeat over here on this side. And I'm barely touching the surface with my knife. Once you get these all marked up, all cross scored out, you are going to grab that yellow mustard. And of course, you are going to want to use the classic here. This gets a little bit messy, but I can tell you this is about the only prep you are going to be doing. You want to do both sides. Guys, and once you get that yellow mustard on, you're going to want to grab your favorite rub. I am going to use an Uncle Steve shake. This is going to be a dessert rub. I like to keep these more on the sweet side. You can do them savory. You could really do them any way you want. So just grab your favorite rub. And get a pretty good dose on. And of course, you're going to want to do both sides. So guys, once you get these all yellow mustard up, all rubbed down, you are going to grab a rack. I mean, look, the rack just makes this whole recipe easy to handle. If you don't have a rack, you don't have to use a rack. But again, it does make everything easy to handle. And you want to keep the rack in the pit with nothing underneath, because we are looking to get as much smoke on these burnt ends as we can. And you know, at the setting, we are going to set that Z grill at that super smoke, or anything under 200. They are going to get plenty of smoke. So look, once you have these dogs all done up, let's get back onto my Z grills and let's get that fired up. So once those afterburners kick in, you could shut it down and bring it up to temp. Like I said, I am using that super smoke setting. That is basically going to keep the pit right at that 160, 170 range. If you didn't have the super smoke setting, anything under 200 is going to be perfect. That is going to kick the most smoke in on your dogs. So once temp is reached, get those dogs in, leave them on the rack. We are going to go for 1 hour. At that 1 hour mark, I will bring you guys back and show you the next step. Alrighty, so right at that hour mark on the super smoke setting, or anywhere under 200, it is time to take it to the next step. And as you could see, my Z Grills has definitely laid down the smoke. I am actually digging the color of the dogs as they sit right now, but we will move those on over to the board. In the meantime, you're going to want to fire up that Z Grills all the way up to 350, 360, 375, somewhere in there. From there, get the dogs on the board. You're going to want to cut them up maybe 2 inches, 2 inches, 2.5 inches, somewhere in that range. Get them all cut up. Grab that tin, get them in the tin. From there, you are going to hit them with some butter. I'm doing half a stick. And of course, some honey. I am a big honey guy, so we will get a little bit of honey on there. Got to be some brown sugar, about maybe 3 tablespoons or so, and then grab your favorite BBQ sauce. I'm not going to put a lot on, but I am going to get enough on the coat each dog. Once you get that done, you can put the foil on it, seal it up tight. By then, your pitch should be up to that 350 or so. Get the dogs back on, and we're going to let them go for 15 minutes. So right at that 15-minute mark, we are going to go to the last step, and that is going to be to remove the foil. You want to do this carefully here, though, because you're going to have some steam that has built up in there. Once you get that foil all removed, you are going to grab that wooden spoon, and you're going to want to mix them up a little bit and just put them back in. At this point, we are just looking to tighten up that sauce a little bit. We've got another 10 minutes more. Alrighty, so look, that was a quick 10 minutes. Let's go on in. Let's take a little bit of a peek ski. By now, that sauce should be nice and thickened up. And from there, we will move them on over to the board. Let them sit for about, a couple minutes or so. At that time, I'll bring you guys back. We will take a look at them, do that taste test, and close out the show. Here is your hot dog burnt ends right here. I've got them all plated up, and I can tell you the cook went off without a hitch. And this is why I like to do those little score marks in them, because you get a little bit of crunch in there, but you also get a lot of flavor, right? Because your sauce and everything penetrates into there. So that just adds a lot of flavor. And again, you get a little bit of a crunch from making those score marks in it. Let's do that taste test so we can talk about it. And of course, cheers. Wow. Guys, what could I say? 15 out of 10. These are absolutely incredible. Look, perfect for that. You got some people coming over. You want to put a little bit of an hors d'oeuvre out before you get the ribs or the chicken or the brisket or pork. You put some hot dog burnt ends out. I am telling you, people will absolutely flip out over them. They are so simple to make, only a couple ingredients, and the flavor is through the roof. So look, that is going to put a pin in this show here. Do not forget that Z Grills is going to have this full recipe down in the description. Just follow that link, take it on over to the website where you can print out exactly what you need. And while you're at it, do not forget Z Grills Instagram, the Facebook page, the website, and also that YouTube channel. You follow all them, and Z Grills will have you smoking, have you grilling all year long. Again, my name is Tommy. Molly is down there. These aren't the best for her, so she's going to have to take a pass on these. But while you guys are at it, do not forget to get outside and fire up those Z Grills so you also could taste the smoke. If there's anything you guys want to see, leave it down in the description. I will see what I can do. Other than that, my name is Tommy, and until next time, we will see you soon.